Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to tie the SpotTail Crack Fly designed by Peter DeNicola in the Mount Pleasant and Charleston area, and he has used it successfully in this area for redfish anytime there's feeding up into the marsh. So we'll start off with a Gamakatsu SP11 3L 3H #1 hook using red thread 210 diener. To this we're going to add a set of barbells about 2 eye widths back from the eye. We're going to tie this in with a little crisscross pattern. Get a little pulling real tight here to get it snugged into this position right there. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of Solaraz UV glue on the bottom here, just to help lock it in on that hook. Just to make sure we got it where it doesn't go anywhere. A little UV light for about 30 seconds to cure it. Once we have that cured, we're going to move our thread back to the bend of the hook, where we're going to add our legs. And we want to be just around the bend just a little bit, so when we tie these in, because this hook is going to ride hook up, and we want those legs to be sticking up in the air just a little bit, or up in the water, to attract that fish in here, excite him that there's something going on down there. I'm tying in both ends right here. And then after that, I'm going to come back here and tie the middle section in again. So when we cut these in half, when we're done, we'll have 16 pieces of movement on the back of this fly. Again, we're just right here on the back end with that. The next thing we're going to tie in is some UV Polar Chenille, olive copper in color. Get this tied in right here. Move our thread back up here to the front of the hook, just in front of the barbells. And as you're wrapping your UV chenille here, you want to make sure you pull this and lay it down right next to each other and keep all the pieces here pulled to the back so that they stay active. They're not caught up in the tying here up under something. It makes for a really great body with lots of good action going on in the marsh. Enough action to keep the redfish attracted to it. A lot of flash going on with it with a different UV. This piece of UV chenille was about 8 inches long, just enough to cover this hook real well. And we're going to go across the barbell this way, and we're going to come back over it this way right here. And then we're going to come up under it and bring it right on top and tie it off right here. Once we've got that tied off, carefully snip this piece off here. Get all my fibers pulled backwards just a little bit. Once I've done that, the only thing I have left to do, work on this head just a little bit here and turn it over and add to it I have a piece of 4-inch monofilament, 40 pounds weight. I'm going to put that so it's just right at the hook point is where I want it to be, right there. And then I want to raise this up just a little bit and put a couple of wraps under it here to keep it pulled up just a little bit. Right here. The tag ends can now be taken out. And we'll get a whip finish up here to finish it off. I'm going to add just a little bit of Solarized glue or UV to this right here and move it around carefully to seal this up real well. Make sure I keep it off of the eye of the hook. Warm it up a little bit with some UV light. $30 right there, should have it cooked just well done. And I'm going to take this and cut it right there in the middle. We'll come back here and catch all these pieces here and cut them the same way. And that gives me lots of action, and there you have the SpotTail Crack. Enjoy. I hope you catch a lot of spot tails with it. Thank you for joining me today.